Hello there, Randall Brown with PMZ Real Estate. I'm really excited to be here today at Saltcraft, and I have Matt Greco, the owner and creator. How are you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Thanks for taking the time to sit down with me and kind of showing people who you are and what you've created. So tell us about your journey that brought you to Saltcraft.
So my journey brought me to Saltcraft was, I guess, just accumulation of just 20 years in the business, getting to do a lot of different things. It's growing up in Texas, working in New York, working in fine dining, casual places, working at a winery, doing a lot of farm to table work, and
Wow.
then, ultimately kind of finding that nice mix between all of those things to create a restaurant that was very ingredient driven and
Yeah.
a place that we make everything in-house.
Very nice, very nice. So what do you want your patrons to feel or remember when they experience Saltcraft?
One, I think with the food, because I really wanted a place where the food, made you feel really good. You felt good about what you ate. So when you walk out of here, you feel good.
Yes.
And then I also want people to, the fact that we change the menu all the time, I also want them to have that feeling that, they're also, in a sense, walking into a new restaurant every time that they come.
Very nice. Experiencing Pleasanton and Northern California, the weather, because this is goes into my next question. Saltcraft is your quintessential California outside dining experience. So what happens when it's raining?
So that is the $1 million question.
Right.
Like I said, this is our first place, and a lot of people helped to get this place open, so there's a little bit of that startup aspect to it.
Yeah.
We found a great location, and we wanted to make it work, and we know that the majority of the year people love to sit outside.
Yes.
As far as raining, we got everything covered and heated, and every year we'll work towards kind of tweaking that and
Yeah.
and refining it.
Exactly. So you're always thinking of the experience, and so you've got the best of both worlds. You've got the great outside experience in the summer when it's warm, through the fall and the spring, and then the winter when it happens to rain. You got that covered.
Yeah.
Nice. Very good. So tell us, why Pleasanton?
It's where I live.
Okay.
That
Very
simple.
nice. Very simple. But so tell us about the charm of Pleasanton.
Yeah,
What
what
draws
I love
you
about the
here?
charm about Pleasanton is that it has a, it has a small town feel, but it's not a small town.
Yeah.
We're surrounded in the Bay Area. This is the, mecca of, the tech world.
Yeah.
You have some sophistication as
Yeah.
well, and it's just a beautiful area and a great place, for a family. And so I kind of get that, like those best of both worlds.
Right.
I don't have to live in a city with my 3 kids to
Right.
cook, to cook food I want to cook.
Very nice. So what's been your part in making and keeping Pleasanton the great community that it is, and this experience in Saltcraft?
One of my goals here with Saltcraft was always to try to represent some of the product and things that were out there in this area, that are. So for example, like we have Olive Vineyard olive oil.
Yeah.
We have an olive oil company here, so we got to have that on our menu. We
Yeah.
have beer and wine, so we only have the Livermore Valley beer and wine.
Very
We
nice.
Try to use as much produce from the Sunol Ag Park over in Sunol, just
Yeah.
a couple miles down the road. So for me, living in the community where my restaurant is, I want someone to basically, when they walk in here, I want them to have a very familiar, like they're walking into something very familiar and then also very new at the same time.
Very nice. So I did a video. I had the pleasure of doing a video with Sunflower Hill, and I know that you have your heart there a little bit. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, full disclosure, I have 3 kids, 3 children that are on the spectrum, so I try to do my best and, hopefully use my business as well to, work with the special needs community
Very nice.
whatever way I can.
Very nice. Well, thank you so much for that. That's I feel what makes Pleasanton the great, charming, and safe community, and just it's a great place to live, and it's people like you that are doing that. So I really appreciate the time that you've taken and showing everybody who you are and what you've got. So hopefully we'll see you here at Saltcraft. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, Randy.
All right.